Hi Gemini, Venus here, bringing you your love and romance reading for June 2017. So let's begin. What are the love energies for Gemini, June 2017? My spunky, intellectual Geminis, what do you have for us? Okay, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. So it seems that maybe there's some holding back. Someone's not saying exactly what is on their mind. And next was the Two of Swords in reverse. So perhaps someone has made a choice to not say anything. Maybe, and you know what? I don't know if this is Gemini's energy, because I know the Geminis I know, they shoot straight from the hip. They're not willing to bite their tongue. It hurts them entirely too much to do that. Let's see what else we have for my Geminis. The Emperor in reverse. The Two of Cups reverse popped up. And at the bottom we have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you guys were dealing with an Aries or a fire sign or another air sign or water sign. And there was a lack of stability due to someone maybe not seeing things the way things really were. With this Two of Cups in reverse, I feel like you guys have soulmate energy with a person, and it could be this Aries, this Emperor in reverse, but things were not said, passions were not spoken, words were not spoken. Actually, it seems to me like there wasn't even a decision made to end something, but it did. And for whatever reasons, it has left someone really, really sad. I'm going to clarify Page of Wands. Let's clarify Page of Wands. Love and romance for Gemini, June 2017. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Let's clarify for the Two of Swords reversed for my Geminis. I just saw the Lovers. I just saw your card. Ah, there it is. There you guys go. Alright, so you guys are very much in your own element. And it seems to me that you were the people that were not communicating or offering. It's like, I feel like this energy is like you shut down. Like you're here upright, but everything else is in reverse. Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, Two of Swords, Emperor, Two of Cups, all reversed except for you. And then we have the Magician upright. So I feel like Geminis are right now focused on themselves. While you guys very much are lovers, and you guys don't get the credit for being such sweet lovers that you are, and passionate lovers, right now I feel like you guys are focused on yourselves. You're not ready to offer your cup of love. Let's see what this Emperor in reverse is about, because the Emperor talks about like foundation. So in reverse, so maybe you guys were dealing with someone in the start. There was like this passion and this amazing spiritual connection, but for some reason it couldn't get off the ground. The foundations were unstable. But you here, you're like, look, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna manifest some goodness in my life in lieu of the BS. You guys take a lick and keep on ticking. All right, the Emperor reversed. Gemini, love and romance. Seven of Cups reversed. Someone could have been in like some illusion stage, some stage of like of an illusion surrounding this love. Could have been a water sign. Definitely picking up water sign energy. All right, we had some stuff fly out in the Fool reversed, the Empress upright, the Queen of Wands reversed, the Eight of Swords reversed, and the Four of Swords upright. So yeah, with this Fool in reverse, there was a new beginning that was not able to happen, and to me, I definitely see this union here. One moment, guys. I definitely see that there is a union. We have the Emperor and the Empress. Maybe and the Queen of Wands. Maybe you guys were dealing with a fire sign, Sag, Leo, Aries. But there were illusions around the love, and the new beginning was not able to start due to someone not being forthcoming. Selfishness, full selfishness. At any rate, we have the Empress, Queen of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Four of Swords reversed. Maybe you guys maybe you guys felt something for someone, and then at some point it changed. Maybe you realized that, no, this is not the person for me. Because we have a divine soulmate union here in the spread, but it feels at odds. It feels like there's distance there. I kind of get the feeling that maybe you guys were the root of it. Maybe you guys were the root of maybe this fire sign or whichever sign. This Queen of Wands is like totally in reverse. And yeah, this is throwing me for a loop. Let's see. Let's do the Two of Cups. Let's clarify the Two of Cups, and then we'll come back to that. So I'm like totally, it's a lot going on right here. Two of Cups reversed. Four of Wands on top of the Two of Cups reversed. It's like you could have had something with someone very special, but in the beginning stages of it, maybe you realize that, Gemini, that you deserved more with the Magician here. Because you guys have the Lovers and the Magician. And then here we have the Fool reversed. So it's like all the ingredients for this new beginning, for this path were there, but they were turned on top of their heads. It was turned on top of its head. And whoever you guys were dealing with, I feel like they could have felt at one point bound by this, maybe obsessed by this, but they're coming out of it and they're contemplating. Or this could be your energy, contemplating how to get yourself unbound from this situation that's not moving anywhere. And it's a shame because it looks like it had all the trappings of like a good love connection. I mean, not to say that it's not, but for some reason or another, I feel like the masculine energy, it could be male or female, but the masculine energy was caught up in a disillusionment, and maybe they came to and realized that, you know what, this is not going to work. I felt something in here. I'm going to put that back. I felt something in that. And then we have the world reversed on top of the Two of Cups. Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the world reversed. Someone is not willing to let this cycle end. They're holding on. They're holding on to the what shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's really sad. It's a sad energy here. I don't mean it to sound like such a downer, guys, but it just feels like you have someone that's here for you, that wants to be with you. Five of Wands. But you guys, look at this. The Two of Cups reversed, the Four of Pentacles, the World reversed, and the Five of Wands. You guys are caught between like greatness and petty squabbles. Greatness and petty squabbles. And there's somebody here that feels like because the relationship had a purity to it, that maybe they can stop this cycle, to salvage it. Maybe they can fight for it, because I mean, they feel that you are it for them, and maybe you feel that way too. One more card for the Two of Cups. Let's see something. Oh, that's not it. Two of Cups reversed. Gemini, love and romance. The Devil. Yes, someone is obsessed with the woulda, shoulda, woulda, couldas. I don't know if it's you, Gem, or if it's someone else, but someone here is having a hard time letting go. And they're thinking about it, and they're contemplating it, and they're bound by it. And not to say that it was an illusion, but maybe it was something very well that could have been, but that just did not materialize for whatever reason. Let's pull some Doreen Virtue Romance Angels for a little more clarity on the situation and guidance for Gemini 2017. Yeah, it's like, look, Gemini, if you guys, want to talk to this person, if you guys want to hash it out, then by all means. But if you want to leave this behind, this is something that you don't want. You're really going to have to, not that you guys aren't vocal enough, but just know that the energy is very strong as far as someone not wanting to walk away from this Two of Cups, this karmic energy. It's hard for them. It's sad. Oh wow. Children and reconciliation. Let's pull one more for Gemini, June 2017, and there it went. Guys, so we have children. Pay attention to the children. Your love life is being affected by children. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning. And pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I feel like maybe someone's upbringing is coming into play. Maybe the one someone was raised. When we speak about children, your love life is being affected by children. It could be, when you or the person was a child, your ideas of love were shaped a certain way. And someone is holding on to that. Someone is holding on to an idea that they had, maybe from when they were a child. And then we have next this reconciliation, and then pay attention to red flags. So it's like I said, there is a potential for a divine union here. The energies are here. They're reversed, but the energies are still here. That doesn't mean they can't be turned another way. The Two of Cups is not a major arcana. And I also believe major arcana's energies can be changed depending on, what we do with our energy. But pay attention to the reconciliation. Someone is returning. I feel like this person never really quite left your life here with the World in reverse. They never quite left it. And it seems like you're ready to embark on something that's that you manifested, something that's new. And with the Magician here. And then it says pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I feel like this very much coincides, this devil energy coincides with this pay attention to the red flags. I'm not picking up like this person is malicious. I'm just picking up that they have some idea in their head, maybe stemming from childhood or their childhood, that does not allow them to disconnect from the union when they need to. So, I mean, it's very interesting reading. You guys are the third Aries, Taurus, Gemini. I'm going in order, and the love readings have been really like wonky. And I was almost at the point where I was just like, I'll just do it another day, because the energies feel very different. But you know what? You can't alter energies. You have to just go with it. Okay, so let's get a Nature's Wisdom Oracle card for guidance, clarity, support for our lovely intellectual swordsmen and women, Gemini. All right. So, 3 did fall out. We have empowerment, which is number 45. We have expansion, which is 12, and number 41, be in service. So we're going to read these and then wrap up the reading. Empowerment. The moment for respect for life and all living things, attuning to nature and to the creatures of the earth is at hand. Tune into the deep well of compassion that spills over readily to anyone who needs your help. You are being directed to take action to remove difficulties and resolve problems. Be receptive to guidance from wherever it comes Be receptive to guidance from wherever it comes. Don't be surprised to receive support from unusual avenues. Be alert to seemingly random input, which will give you clues and ideas that had not occurred to you earlier. Once you have picked up these signs, pursue them diligently and with determination. The potential for them to pay off is immense. As soon as you know what action to take it. And I feel like this definitely rings forth with the Magician card and the Lovers, which is your card. Empowerment. Gemini is very much in a place of empowerment and expansion, where maybe you guys feel like if it's not what you want, you're not gonna deal with it. If it's not turning out the way you see fit with this Magician, and the foundation is faulty and people living in la la land, you're not going to deal with it. And next we have expansion. Okay, you're continually moving, evolving, and going through cycles in your life. Attune and align yourself with the rhythms of nature around you. This is an exciting time with new beginnings, growth, and changes. There are many settings that will provide for inner development and expansion. Pay attention to everything that is going on around you and the effect that it's having on you. Consider environmental issues or use this as an opportunity for new studies. It is a good idea to recognize the need for extra rest and personal care while integrating new energies so you are ready for important messages and opportunities. Just as in nature, you too have a season of growth and maturity. Totally. Can totally see that. And last but not least, we have be in service. Give back to the world, Gemini. When we give in equal proportion to which we receive, we are able to maintain balance. There are so many people who are in need of our services. Being in service can be as simple as a kind word, holding a door open, or joining a cleanup effort. Look to nature and its ability to support according to what is needed at that time. Your efforts in supporting others around you will help to create the energy needed to support humanity. Wow. So I definitely feel like you guys have made a decision. And whether or not you will reconcile depends on the red flags and depends on the maturity, the level of maturity that someone is exhibiting in your life. And you're just not having this immature, energy, this devil energy around you. You're not having it because you want to be empowered and you want to expand and you want to be in service. And if those people aren't on those accords, they're going to get left behind. So, it is what it is. But not to sound so drab, but this was your love and romance reading, Gemini. I wish you guys all of the best now and forever. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.